Hello everyone, I am Surendra Khichar, Assistant Professor of Arya College of Engineering and IT, Kukas, Jaipur. Today discuss electrical drive their control. Subject and topic is the voltage source inverter control. This method is speed control method. Voltage source inverter control in the variable frequency and variable voltage supply for induction motor control can be obtained either for the voltage source inverter VSI or cycloconverter. VSI voltage source inverter feed induction motor drive are discussed here. The voltage source inverter induction motor drive. The subtopic is voltage source inverter allow a variable frequency supply to be obtained from a DC supply. This shown in figure. Voltage source inverter amplifier transistor. Any other self-commutated device can be used instead for transistor. Generally, MOSFET is used in low voltage and low power inverter. IGBT insulated gate bipolar transistor and power transistor are used up to medium power level, and GTO gate turned off thyristor and IGCT insulated gate commutated thyristor are used for high power level. These are basically three level: low voltage level, medium voltage level, and high power level. Low voltage level में अब MOSFET usually MOSFET and the medium voltage level GTO and high power level is the IGCT is used. Voltage source inverter can be operated as a stepped wave inverter or pulse width modulation inverter. When operated as the step wave inverter, thyristors are switched in the sequence of their number of time difference of T by 6, or each transistor is kept on for the duration T by 2, where T is the time period of one cycle. Resultant 9 voltage wave shown in figure. In this figure, total 6 thyristor is used. Each thyristor is parallelly connected to diode, and 2 thyristor is parallel connected, series connected in each phase. Then 3 phase, then 6 thyristor is used, and 6 diode also parallelly used. And supply is DC supply. Each supply, then positive half cycle is provided, then 3 thyristor is connected with positive cycle, and this duration the 3 thyristor is parallelly diode connected, and the response is provided the induction motor drive. Similarly, frequency of inverter operation is varied by the varying T time, and output voltage of the inverter is varied by very DC input voltage. When supply is DC, the very DC input voltage is obtained by connecting a chopper between the DC supply and inverter. The basically shown the 4 different configuration. First configuration in the DC supply is the input supply, and DC supply input provide the chopper. Chopper is converted fixed DC to variable DC, and variable DC is the filter out the DC link filter. In DC link filter, the inductor and capacitor is the parallelly connected, and the DC link is the provide the filter in particular response. These response provide the inverter. Inverter is 6-step inverter. After that, inverter is convert DC to AC, and these AC signal provide the induction motor drive, and the induction motor drive is control. This is the first configuration. And second configuration also the provide the AC supply. AC supply provide, then the control rectifier. Control rectifier work is the DC to AC converter. Sorry. Rectifier work the AC supply convert to DC, and DC is the filter out the DC link filter. DC link filter as shown in the inductor and capacitor parallelly connected, and after that the filter out signal provide the inverter. Inverter the work also DC to AC, and these AC signal is provide induction motor, and induction motor speed is controlled as a requirement of source. After that, third configuration, the supply is the DC supply. Then DC supply is directly filter out. Directly filter is DC link. DC link filter is inductor and capacitor parallelly use. And this filter out signal is provide the pulse width modulation inverter. An inverter pulse width modulation inverter is directly connected to induction motor. And induction motor convert is this process. Fourth configuration is the AC supply is the source. The AC supply provide the diode bridge, and diode bridge convert the DC, and DC is the output. Then the filter out the DC link filter, and DC link filter after that the DC link provide the pulse width modulation, and pulse width modulation provide the induction motor, and induction motor is directly connected. These all fourth configuration is depending on the source, diode, chopper, pulse width modulation, and DC link filter. All configuration are availability according to control the induction motor drive speed. The all are the method used the controlling of induction motor drive. In this fourth configuration is used, then the some drawback is the occur of the voltage source inverter control of the induction motor drive. First drawback, because of the low frequency harmonic, the motor losses are increased at all speed, causing dirtying of the motor. And second drawback of the induction motor, motor develops the fluctuating torque due to 5th, 7th, 11th and 13th harmonic. And third drawback of harmonic constant in the motor, current increase at low speed. The machine saturated at a light load at the low speed due to high V by F ratio. These two effect overheating the machine at the low speed. Thus the limitation of lower speed to around 40% of base speed. These are the basic drawback of the voltage source inverter control. And each topic is complete, and next lecture is new topic consider. Thank you.